All right. So our topic today, this was kind of like our question of the day, and we're just gonna, take a couple minutes to chime on this.
Yeah.
And what this question is, especially with the climate of hip hop, how it has changed, and now it's kind of going back to its essence. What makes an MC in
Mm.
2025?
Mm.
You know
What
what I'm
makes an
saying?
MC in 2025?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Might have to change it to what makes a FemC in
Yo,
2025.
yo,
You know what I mean? 'Cause
fancy.
you gotta have your clutch purse.
You know
You
what
know
I'm
what I mean?
saying?
Yeah. Split shirt. You know what I mean? But no, I'm being funny. But
Yo,
yeah, I mean, in 2025, I think the bar has been raised because lyricism is making a comeback. Big time, in my opinion. This is pretty much what they would call a surgical summer, because lyricism is dominating the charts and it's dominating people's playlists. You know what I mean? And so you got people like JID or Jid coming out. You got the Clips dropping. You got Raekwon dropping. You got Ghostface dropping. You got Rakim dropping. All these people are dropping stuff that is going to be bar heavy. You know what I mean? And so everything that I've heard so far has been, dope as hell outside of people like Jim Jones, who reaching.
hold it.
He tried to drop a song or two and it was trash.
Because I'm better than Nas. I'm better than that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah, Chuck, when them Nas just came out, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I felt him when he was wearing the little stuff, you know what I'm saying? The Aussie shit, you know what I'm saying? The Kyle Kanal shit. But then that nigga got on that knowledge shit, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't with that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me.
Hold
it.
You know what I'm saying? Bird Gang, City, Fish, Harlem, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Young people don't even mess with you no more.
Yeah.
But anyway, y'all, let us know what y'all think makes a MC in 2025. I think you have to be a good lyricist because I don't know if you caught it, but the freshman freestyle for this year, the double XL, the freshman cipher.
Oh, that was trash.
Oh, it was so trash.
I think there was a few people that was actually pretty good. Shout out to Curtis King. He highlighted a couple of those guys. I think it was one female, but everybody was like trying. And then what kills me, everybody's trying to lean into this old like the accent playing on the black accent, like y'all know me.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's
Yeah,
going
you're
on
trying
with
too
that?
hard, man.
Yeah.
Just be original, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. For me, that's the main component. Right now you got to step up your bar game. You know what I mean? You cannot just come in rapping like any old thing. It's not going to work in 2025 unless some of these lyricists just stop dropping music. Then you might have a chance. But now that we got all these people like that dropping music, it's a wrap. So for me, you gotta step your lyric game up, and you gotta have a major stage presence too. For me, you know what I mean? Because I know there's some people that just don't do much on stage. You know what I mean? And I always like a little more energy for me. So what about you? What do you think?
I think too, some of those things that you hit are spot on. Um, I will say I will, which I hate to do, go on the corporate side of it.
Yeah.
I think with the lyrical coming back, especially with Kendrick Lamar, did what he did in 2024, last year, 2024. Marketing is definitely, I think him actually getting the power to getting that light on him to get the marketing and getting he's able to, do these feats like the Super Bowl, Amazon stuff with the pop out. You know what I'm saying? We can't forget branding, even though like branding, I will say branding can be bastardized and kind of like, oh, well, if you ain't making this money, you ain't a real MC. I don't think that counts, but I do think that it does play an intricate role. And as far as seeing, other people seeing the culture for what it is instead of just, seeing just one side, they actually seeing another side and other messages and things. So I think that's important for an MC, like not just lyrics, messaging, like actually having an actual message,
Right.
whether it's good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Actually having a message that people can understand and get behind. You know what I'm saying? Like now, you know, now these snap rappers and all these other the mumbles and things. Yeah, I mean they got a message, and like the drill rappers. I mean, they have their message. They talk about, you know, going out after they ops and stuff. But after that, it's like, man, look, like really the whole weather, the economy, all that's the ops now. So you can't get that deal. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like can't get that deal. So it's like we got all types of ops now. So like you can't just get everybody. So you gotta kind of talk about some stuff that actually has some meaning and substance now. And I'm glad that, you know, the Clips, you know, with their album, you know, Let God Sort It Out, they brought that back. Very vulnerable record, you know, The Birds Don't Sing, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That was a really good moment for hip hop as far as like the emotions and things. But yeah, I don't mean to ramble on, but I think the whole package now is like, you know, you gotta give them a little piece of you know, as far as with the lyrics and stuff go, you gotta give them a little bit. Still keep them mysterious, still keep them like waiting. And I think that's one thing that helps Kendrick Lamar and how it, you know, how last year kind of, you know, catapult him into this stuff, you know, to where he's at now. I believe that, you know, he was mysterious. He was kind of like not necessarily to the back. He was just mysterious, kind of went to the, you know, the craft like Nas. Let him miss you a little bit, come out with something, hit him with something, blah, 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 go back, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's definitely, you know, even as much as Drake has accumulated all these, number one hits over the times, but really, I mean, it's almost like he's a fleeting moment. They're going to remember Kendrick forever.
Oh, yeah.
Kendrick solidified. But I don't mean to be ranting for, you know, a long time, but
no, you good.
But at the same time, I think a lot of the plays that especially these older rappers are doing, because the older rappers are making better music than the younger kids now.
Oh, that's facts.
And I think they're learning that, hey, people don't really want, you know, they actually want some substance, something that people can relate to, something that people are talking about. You know what I'm saying? How can you party when you can't pay your bills?
Right.
How can you party when, you know, groceries going up? How can you, you know, how can you do that?
Absolutely.
So I think being relevant and all this other stuff right now is actually what helping, is what the MC should be focusing on and stepping to in 2025.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And, you know, let us know what y'all think in the comments. You know what I mean? It's definitely a good question. You know, what makes an MC in 2025? Or just in this day and age, you know, in general. Because, criteria is changing. You know what I mean? So we definitely want to hear from y'all. So I think that's pretty much all of our topics for this week. And, you know, that was our question of the day. So we appreciate y'all for checking us out once again, and you know, spread the word. You know what I mean? Share this channel with other people you know who love hip hop and hip hop conversation. We're all about the culture, you know, all elements, not just hip hop as far as rapping, but you know, we're all about everything, DJing. You know what I mean? Breakdancing, graffiti, you know, beatboxing, everything, all of that. You know what I mean?
Peace,
fashion,
love.
Yes,
unity, and having fun. Pete, I was like, all right. All right, I gotta stop.
Nah, you good, man.
With the old school stuff. I was like, man.
But yeah, and then one more time before we wrap it up, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe.
Brothers and
sisters.
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters.
In the words of Dr. Umar Johnson, we need funds allocated
For the school. The collection plate will be passing you soon, so please make sure.
Make sure you hit that side over there,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
Make sure you lock the door. We won Saturday. We won Saturday.
Exactly. We won Saturday.
Gonna make
I ain't
you
going
pay
nowhere.
it. We gonna make you pay it today. You think you gonna get away?
Mm-hmm.
But I lock the doors.
Empty the
So
pockets.
y'all niggas gotta stay.
Empty the pockets, baby. Empty the pockets. We need this joint.
Yo, we play. All
right, y'all. We appreciate it for episode 34. This is Layers of the Culture. This is your man Kurt, and this is
Howie.
And we'll see y'all next time.
Peace.